Welcome to Toad TV. I'm Mary Beth.
I'm Helen.
And we are the Crafty Toads. We are also the creative hands and minds behind Toad Hollow, where we dye yarn and make bags for creative people. And we have two dogs, Spike and Drusilla, who have been given their bribe of soup bones. We shall see how long that lasts. I have had it pointed out to me that the last 3 episodes I wore the same shirt by more than one person, so I would like to say, Amanda, look at this. I put on a different shirt for you.
Me too. I didn't
Okay, it is a little after 6 on Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday, October 9th, 6 p.m. So we have the house a little bit well lit.
Yeah.
Helen has spent the entire day dyeing. I have spent the day making bags and running errands and helping Helen wash all the yarn she dyed. So we are getting ready.
A lot of yarn today.
Yeah, we're getting ready for the Rhinebeck Yarn Bazaar, which is coming up in a week and a half in Rhinebeck, New York on Friday, October 18th. But before then, we are going to be at Ubiquitous in Lidditz, Pennsylvania. That is this Friday from 5 to 9 and 3 to 9. Friday from 3 to 9 and Saturday from 11 to 3. So if you are anywhere near...
Doing 3 to 9?
Yeah, I think so. 3 to 9.
I thought it was 5 to 9.
No, it's 3 to 9. The nightly thing is 5 to 9, but we're there 3 to 9.
Okay.
So if you're anywhere near that area, please come see us. It's again Ubiquitous in Lidditz, Pennsylvania. We will be there for their Friday night thing. They have something that goes on in the town on Friday nights and then Saturday for a little bit during the day. Okay. Oh, and then we're going to be at SAF in North Carolina the following from the 23rd.
God bless you.
23rd. I don't know. It's the week after Rhinebeck. I'm really tired.
We should not podcast this late because
it's been a really long day and it's been a really long week. We are on day, I think, 4 of an epic.
It's gonna be 5 because this is my 3rd day.
Yeah, day 5 of an epic dye week, and I go tomorrow, and then Helen goes again on Sunday, and then if it ain't dyed, it ain't gonna be dyed.
About 1.5 to 2 times what we normally do in a day, so it's just
crazy. But we're bringing tons of yarn.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
However, this is a FLOSSTUBE episode, so
you would never guess it.
We have questions.
We have questions. Jackie Tremblay from, I think this is episode 104. She said that,
Hello.
She was talking about we're going to be doing a trunk show at Cece's Wool in November on November 15th. She wanted to know about the hours for the trunk show. Jackie, we don't know that yet. We still have to get in touch with Cece, but we're both of us getting through the Rhinebeck weekend, and then we're going to finalize that. So we do not have that answer for you
However,
yet.
she has a knit night on Friday.
Oh my goodness.
Hi, Paige. She has a knit night on Friday nights, so we will be there for that.
Yeah.
At least.
It's going to be later afternoon and evening.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
No.
Cheryl says, hey Cheryl, we missed you. Hopefully we are going to get to see you soon. But Cheryl said, out of all the Airbnbs and towns you've stayed in, did you find a house or town that you would buy and settle in? Some of them look so homey. Okay. So
we both went to Lancaster first.
Immediately. The house in Lancaster. Loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it so much. We went back for vacation. So that one definitely.
Yeah, I love the house. I mean, Lancaster's, the area we were in was very nice.
And it had a really nice backyard and
a
waterfall, and then you crossed the bridge and you were in a park. So it was perfect.
Yeah.
It was so nice. So that one I would do. And then the house that we stayed in for the New Jersey Sheep and Wool Festival that we just did, I really like that one as well. That one, again, we tend to go
old farmhouse.
Go old farmhouse, and I am more than happy with that because I just love the older houses. The one in...
And we liked, not so much where we stayed in Massachusetts, but we loved Vermont. And we said that if it ever came up Vermont would be a place to go.
Yes.
So.
Oh, we really, really.
Brattleboro, Vermont was where we spent some time, and that town was just, it was us. So
Pretty
it
sure
was a very
it was
artsy kind of place. So
Stockton. It was Stockton, New York. It was the
Yeah.
comfortable farmhouse in Stockton. And I'm wondering if they gave the year it was built for this one. It's a 150-year-old farmhouse. So that's the way we tend to go. Old.
So.
All right. Anna Hanley said, thanks for taking us along to the Adirondacks. Love the unique buttons. Do you happen to know the vendor's name?
I do not. I was the one that took that video, and I was doing things quickly. I looked around, and she did not have a very obvious sign. She was busy helping people, so I'm sorry. No.
Okay. Susan Wise says, how do you count rows on your Apple Watch? This was from when we were talking about counting.
And I do it on my phone, and it's an app called Stitch Count Plus Plus. So it's Stitch Count with the plus sign.
Okay.
That's what I do. And I've got like 8 projects going in it right now, so it lets me have numerous projects going at the same time.
I didn't do this thing. I didn't see who said it. Somebody said, I never look at the camera and I'm looking at her china cabinet. Okay. We were raised that you look at the person you're talking to.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm looking at Helen all the time. And so when I am looking off into the distance, I'm looking at her image on the phone. I just realized that when you were talking, I'm looking at your image on the phone. So that's why it looks like I'm not looking directly at the camera. I'm actually looking at Helen's image.
You do, because it's 2 of us, so you feel very rude talking.
Right.
And then talking to this.
Right.
And I know that we should be talking
to you guys because
we're talking to each other.
Right.
So it's
a dilemma. So that's why if I'm looking off kind of in that direction, it's because I'm looking at Helen's image because she's on
that,
my
and
left.
you have a really cool china cabinet, and she likes it.
Well, that too. So I'm coming to take it from you. I don't remember who you are, but I'm coming to get it. Okay, Lizaka, the Twisted Hook Parsons. Actually, she had a question, and then she actually is the winner of our giveaway.
Surprise, you are a winner.
You are our winner. Her question was, she said, love that the Toad sister joined you. You may have said before, but how many siblings are there?
We are 2 of 6.
When Amanda was there, we were 3 of 6. This is Dudley's back. And now Dudley's tail is Helen's mustache. Anyway, there are 6 of us. We are 3 and 3. 3 boys, 3 girls. It goes boy, the 2 of us, and then Amanda, and then 2 boys at the bottom. And
the 5th is the one with the nephews.
Yes. So if we refer to brother number 5 sometimes, that is Larry, and he is the one with the boys. So yeah, that's it. Yep. I am number 2. Helen is number 3, and Amanda is number 4 in the actual birth rate order. All right, so we had a giveaway that was a pack of floss that Amanda donated, and also a box to put them in, complete with the little tabs that you can wind them around.
And it comes with all sorts of needles.
So we have turned Amanda over onto Fancy Floss, and now she doesn't want to use anything else. So she donated this. It's 105 skeins, all different colors. So Lizaka, the Twisted Hook Parsons, please get in touch with us. DM us on, actually, you know what? I think the easiest thing to do is probably to email us. So it's toadhollowNJ@gmail.com. There, I just gave you all my email. It's toadhollow, TOADHOLLOW.
Not like it's hard to find.
NJ for New Jersey @gmail.com. Send us an email, give us your address and your real name, please, because I'm pretty sure the Twisted Hook is not part of it. And we will mail these out to you. Okay? All right. And, we put up, we started trying to blog regularly. And by regularly, I mean more than once a month. Well, actually more than once a year. So, but we're trying. We're trying to do it. But we were talking about our Fitbits because Amanda got us Fitbits for our birthdays. And See, I just passed my 10,000 steps. I got my little thing going. Anyway, eat, knit, read. I love the fact that yours counts your, when you're knitting fast, it counts it as your exercise and walking, and I think that's amazing. So.
I was very interested. This past weekend, we were driving up to my mom, and it buzzed me for my 250 steps for the hour. We were in the car. I was not driving. I'm just sitting still in the car. And then like a minute later, it's like, oh, go you. You got your 250 steps. I'm like, okay, cool.
I'll take it.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, you made up for it because we were going into New York.
I mean,
and
we walked
wandering.
around.
So.
Yeah, but it was just it's counting steps when I'm just sitting in a car.
Were you knitting at the time?
No, I was talking to you though, and I talk with my hands. So
there's that. We do both have a tendency to do that. All right, that is all the questions that I have.
Smell.
So, thank you very much for anybody who left us
I
comments.
was talking to my dog, not Mary Beth. She smells quite lovely, but my dog does not.
Oh my goodness. So thank you very much for anybody who
Stop.
left us comments and questions. And if you have any questions, please leave them for us underneath because we will try and answer them. Don't you start either.
Everybody's getting very close to DINNER time.
I was going to say, it's
this
getting
one
dark.
thinks it's time.
Hey, Spike, come on, stop. You've got to stop.
Spike thinks we should be, cross-stitching.
All right. Everybody's got to settle down. We've got a podcast to do. Podcasting. Okay? All right. Let's get started. So, you have an FFO.
I do.
You have an epic FFO.
Well, it's not really epic, but it's cool.
Okay, here we go.
So, this is my many haunted stitches.
Look at the person who it almost was, designed for.
Yes. He's modeling it. So it says spooky. Would you like that? It's a sign.
It says stay spooky.
That we got from Joann's.
Yes.
It was like probably 40, 50, 60% off. I don't know. We did not pay full price for it.
Not even close.
And so this is my Many Haunted Stitches by Homespun Elegance, I believe is who it is. And I had finished it on the board with the, what's this stuff called?
Homespun?
Homespun fabric. Before, but then we had this sign and I'm like, oh, that's going to be the perfect
It's perfect size for
so
it.
I just hot glued it on. So, and it's hanging on our door. Yeah.
It's so pretty.
Yeah, it's on the door to the kitchen. So
Love it.
very cool.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, there's too much going on.
Okay.
And we each have a finish.
I have a finish. It's not a fully finished because it's part of homework for a class that we're going to be doing. So we both signed up to do the stitching retreat at Stitch by Stitch in Cape May, New Jersey. This is going to be the weekend of November 1st, and the primitive hare is coming, and we had homework to do, and I did mine. You had to make a snowflake. So that's mine.
There's mine.
There's Helen's. Okay, mine is on 16 count. No, I think it's 14
Oh, we
count.
figured you
Ada.
must be 14 because mine is on 32 count linen.
Look how much bigger mine
Yeah.
looks.
They sent us the fabric and the thread and everything, and she asked me when I signed up if we were linen or Ada, and I said one of each. So I assume we will be finishing it in the class.
Right. I do not like doing the satin stitch. I'm just going to put it out there. Don't like doing it.
I did not do it very well.
Neither did I.
So.
That may be why I don't like doing it, because I didn't do it very well.
But Galloping Horse, it's a beautiful snowflake.
Yeah. Okay, for those of you that don't know, because it took me a second to realize what she was saying, Galloping Horse is, if you have mistakes in your work, if somebody can tell them from on the back of a galloping horse going by you, then it's big enough to fix. If it's not, then unless you're the type of person that holds up your work and says, do you see the mistake that I made? And it's going to bother you, it's good enough, and you just let it go.
Yeah. So
there you go.
we're very excited for it. So it's Stitch by Stitch in Cape May, New Jersey.
Right. November 1st. That's that. Okay. Very excited about the primitive hare because
Yes. We like her patterns very much.
Very much. All right.
On to the whips, because there are plenty of them.
Yes. Okay. What do you want to start with? Did you just get your 10,000 steps?
Yeah.
Oh. All right. I will start while you're dealing with that. I have been working on...
Hi, Toad. I'm reading your text.
I have been working on Field Mouse Hollow by Brenda Gervais of With Thy Needle and Thread. And I have been doing... I finished my shoe. And I have part of the purple mouse in now too.
Cool.
I have part of her dress. And her apron is done. So you can see her, how she's going to be. So that is coming along very nicely. I really like this so much. Okay. I'm going to let Helen talk to you and I'm going to work on my cross stitch.
I was going to say, this is going to be a problem because she's going to be like, now I want to go stitch.
Now I want to go do this. Okay, what's up? Shall I keep going or do you want to do one?
We'll do one.
Okay, go ahead.
So this is my Witch's Brew, which I've been working on for several weeks.
Oh, here, wait.
Okay. It's by the Little Stitcher on Etsy. She's in Italy, but they're all downloads, so you don't have to pay the Italian shipping. But I've gotten a couple more rows on her dress done.
Wow.
And I think I had just started her hand the last time.
So that's quite a bit.
Yeah, so actually I've done quite a bit since we last saw it, but it's very cool.
Very cool. I know somebody asked us where we got our patterns from. And in case anybody wanted to know, we get most of our patterns from Etsy. And we go directly to the designers' Etsy shops. So the Little Stitcher has one. Brenda Gervais, I think we got.
We just got a couple from the Fat Quarter shop too, which we'll talk about later.
Right.
So that's an option.
But I'm trying to think who else. Lola Lotta, we get a ton of hers from her on her website.
Teresa Kogut, we've gotten from her.
On her Etsy site.
On her Etsy shop.
Yeah, so a lot of times we just go directly to the designer and get them from them there.
There's the Tiny Modernist. We are doing her Halloween and we got her Christmas Village mystery stitch-alongs. She is the tinymodernist.com, I believe. She is Canadian, but again, her stuff is downloads. I'm getting very tempted by a lot of Cloud Factory stuff.
Oh my goodness.
So
yeah, no,
I'm pretty sure she's on Etsy too as a download. So
yeah, so that's where we get a lot of ours. And then as Helen said, we found out that Fat Quarter Shop had 20% off all their Halloween and fall ones, so we did get some through that as well. But we'll show that later. Yeah. Okay. My second one is by Homespun Elegance. This is Wishing Thee Plenty. This is the last time we did the floss tube. I held up one and it was autumn, and I said I'm going to start this, and then I picked this one up by mistake and started this instead. So this is what I started instead.
Oh, you've gotten far.
No, well,
I mean,
the overall scheme
done.
of things, but that's what I got done. That's what I've gotten done so far. The tops of the acorns are going to be knot stitches. So there's a space between the acorn and the stem, and that is because I have to do several rows of knots, French knots, which I get. However, it looks really cool, so I will do it and see how it goes. And by the time I'm done this, I'm gonna be a pro, because look how many freaking acorns there are on the edge of that. However.
So is the whole top the dark brown? That's all French knots?
It's all French knots.
Oh, I'm glad you picked that one.
I love the way it looks, though.
Oh, it's very fall.
It's so pretty. So pretty.
Sort of like baubles. I think I would just opt not to do that.
I could do that if I wanted to. I mean, that's an option. I thought I'd try it first and see how it is, and it may be that some get French knots and some get...
I'm not very good at French knots, so that I shy away from them. I should just practice them.
I was going to say, by the time I'm done.
Yeah.
Pro. That is project number 2.
So I picked up my Spring Moon, which was a Mania start that I had. It's Spring Moon by Alessandra Adelaide. And that's what it looks like. And she calls for all DMC, and I substituted, I have substituted Fancy Floss for mine. And I'm doing it on a dark background.
This is so cool.
I'm not very far. I feel like I've done more than it looks like I've done. But there's just a lot of little sections to do.
It looks so pretty against the dark.
So that's the top middle part of the moon. I just love the colors, and again, I do love it against the dark.
There you go. That's it. Because you had a crease going down, so it was kind of hiding it, but that is pretty. That is really, really pretty.
And you can, I've kind of got more dark purple starting down there.
Are you following the basic colors? So if she has a dark purple, you're just finding a dark purple in classic color or in Fancy Floss?
Yeah, that's what I did. So you can see right there. It's kind of where I am.
That teeny tiny bit is...
That's all I've done. It seems, I mean, it's several days worth of work, but it's just... Can
you hear Spike drinking? I'm very sorry.
It's not that the pattern is hard, it's just that it's, I guess the best way to explain it is it's intricate because there are just so many different colors and so many different symbols that you're looking at once, so it's not something where you can say, oh, okay, I'm just going to do a row of purple. So it just takes a little bit longer, and stitching on the dark. I have to do it in the middle of the day.
Yes. I have been taking pictures of a couple of mine because the pattern that they give you is kind of small. So I'm taking pictures of them and putting them on my iPad, and then I can blow it up as big as I want.
Yeah.
So that seeing the difference between some of the symbols is a little bit easier for me.
Well, what I did was I photocopied the pattern so that I could keep the original, because I especially something like this, just give you a quick look. I highlight as I finish. But the photocopy was lighter. It was a light pattern to begin with, so that now I have to I'm going back to the pattern because I can't tell exactly what the symbol is because it's so light. So again, just excuses
really, really
as to why
pretty.
it's taking me longer than.
And do you know there's some that are gonna just be a while? It's gonna take a while.
But I was doing it in the morning the other day. I was in the kitchen. I had perfect light. I was just like, oh my god, look how fast I can do this.
I actually got quite a bit done on a project, and it was because we didn't have anything else to do. And all you had to do was just sit and relax, and I could get stuff done.
Yeah.
And you don't think, oh, I have to get going, or I have to be doing this. And it was really, really nice.
Or I'm watching TV at the same time.
Right, which is not a good idea. Okay. My next one is from Tralala. It is called Mouton da Halloween. That is what it looks like.
This is one of our fat quarter 20%.
I am doing this on fabric that Amy gave us at New Jersey Sheep and Wool, and that's where. Okay. Oh, it still smells like coffee. It smells so good. That's how much I've gotten done. I have not gotten a ton done, but I have gotten some pumpkins and a little bit of grass done. And that's as far as I've gotten, but I really like it. I love the colors, and I like the way they're showing up on this tea and coffee stained. So I'm kind of excited about this.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see.
It's very fall.
Yes. And she calls for Gentle Arts colors, which are muted, which is, oh my goodness. Spike is just,
he really likes you today.
Anyway, they're kind of muted so that that's me. That's the way I love everything. So I do enjoy this very much. Okay, next.
My start. This was one of the ones we got from Fat Quarter Shop. It's Halloween Delivery by Plum Street Samplers. I have seen people do this, and Maribeth said she's got 20% off. I'm like, I need that one.
Okay, we got,
As
I
you
think,
can see
6
that
patterns.
it's a ghost driving the coach, so you can't really see him, and I love this.
We got, I think, 6 patterns, and I put them out on the table, and I said, okay, you get to pick first. And she was so fast. She grabbed that so fast. I'm like, all right, not getting in your way for that one.
So I am doing it on 32 count linen. I don't know what the color is. It's my color and cotton fabric of the month from September. And I've lost. Did I put the band? Maybe I put the band in here. I did not. That was silly. Oh well. It's a gray, a bluish gray, and I have not gotten very much done. But
It's pretty.
yeah.
We decided that the other day we were going to start something new. We had a little bit of time. We are going to start something new, and
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you the front of it now.
oh. Well, your back was so neat that
I was
you
going to
couldn't
say.
tell. You couldn't tell at all.
So here's the front. Anyway, go ahead.
It sounds like,
He's playing with something.
yeah, it sounds like a bottle of pills.
Dudley's trying to get her attention. He
Okay.
has 15 minutes until it's time for him to eat.
He's okay.
Anyway, so that was
Oh,
my start.
What I was saying was we both sat down and we thought, okay, we've got this. We have a little bit of time. This is so cool, and we both fell asleep. We didn't get as much stitching done as we had planned, but that's okay. All right.
I'm gonna have so much stitching in November and December. You're just not gonna know what happened.
Next up is my Little House Needleworks. This is what I am doing for the Toad Hollow Christmas Village Stitch Along. I have started with the Hometown Holidays, the bookstore, and I have it. This is as, oh dear, I appear to be stuck. This is where I am. So I've gotten a little bit more of the storefront done. And I think all I have to do now is I have to fill in some white around the windows, and then I do the roof. Then I may be done. I have to put in bookstore. But I
Okay.
think I'm almost done. I'm actually getting
Cool.
close.
Have you done all the snowflakes?
No. No, I haven't done that. I have to do the
Okay.
snowflakes. I had originally, it called for ecru, and ecru just did not show up against the fabric.
Since you're doing it on ecru.
Yeah, it blended right in. So I had to
Are you gonna do
go
white or are you
over-
gonna do like a silver?
No, I think I'm doing, I did 3865, which is like a creamy white.
Okay.
And so that's the way it looks right now. It's kind of cool.
It's very cool.
I like it very much. So I just have to finish the white around the windows and then put on the roof, put in bookstore, and do some snowflakes, and I'm done, because I even did the snow along the bottom, all the way across the bottom, so that's done. Huh. Moving right
I
along.
was gonna say you're much further along than you thought.
I may be moving on to my next one. By the time you see us again, I may be done with this and moving on to my next one. We shall see.
I laugh at you.
Exciting. Ha. You never can tell. As I look at my pile of things that I'm working on, and you're right, just keep laughing.
You know, we're podcasting at 7 o'clock because
Right.
that's the only time we can find.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so for the Toad Hollow Christmas Village, I am doing the Farmhouse Christmas by Little House Needleworks. Right? Little House on the Bluff, yes. And I started with the Black Sheep, Baba Black Sheep, and I'm doing it on how far I am. I'm all done the barn. I just have to do the snow around the barn, and then I have a couple trees, and I'm done.
Okay, so can you move it? There, that's good. That's really good.
I love the sheep.
Which is why she went with that one first.
And the barn. So, very cool. I'm very excited to be close to getting this done, because
there are only 8 more to go.
Yeah. And I get to start my mystery village.
Right.
I've done this one. Because I won't let myself start the tiny modernist mystery village until I finish at least one of these. So.
Okay.
Speaking of.
I am about to show mine. I am doing the Tiny Modernist Halloween mystery knit along. All the patterns have been released.
It's no longer a mystery.
Nope. Most people, I think, are done. There are 12 pages of instructions. I am halfway through page 2. However, I've done quite a bit since I last showed it.
Yeah, you haven't, because you've been working on it in the morning.
I do. This is my morning stitching. So that is where I am so far. I've been working on the haunted house.
There you go, because the house was out.
Okay, so I've been working on the haunted house right here, and it comes over and comes down more. And then I just this morning started doing the ghost in the middle.
So is the lettering all done? I can't read it.
I think this one is on All Hallows Eve. Beware of black cats and bloodthirsty bats.
Yes, you are.
Pretty sure I am done that one. I don't think there's anything. No, there's just the graveyard with the vampire.
So you're about halfway done the first panel.
Yes.
Okay.
There are 4 panels, and I'm halfway done the first. Yay
Halloween
me.
2022. Here we come.
Very likely, but as I was saying,
it's the process, not so much the product.
But as I was saying, that there are going to be some that you work on for more than just this Halloween, you know, and this will be one that I will continue to work on throughout the year, and hopefully by next Halloween it will be done.
Yep. A lot to go.
Okay. All right. So that is that. I'm going to be waving my arms around because I have 48 more steps, so I'm going to be doing this a lot to try and get him to think that
I
I'm
have 207, so.
Now that we both have spasmed out over our Fitbits. Moving right along. That is the end of my... That's it. That's all the whips I got.
I'm done.
Are you done too?
Yep.
Oh, I thought you had more to go.
Nope, that's
okay.
it.
All right. Let's go into haul then, because we did get a couple of things.
Okay.
So we mentioned that we saw that Fat Quarter Shop was having the 20% off their fall and Halloween, and because I don't have enough to do, we just went, yeah. All right, so as I said, we got 6. We put them in the middle of the table. Each of us got to pick 3. My first one was the Tra-La-La, and this was my second, which is Hickety Pickety by Brenda Gervais. If I need on thread, and I'm sorry, there's a chicken. It's pulling a basket full of pumpkins, and there's a witch sitting on the pumpkin. Okay. Love that.
Paige, he's got a lot to say to you today.
Seriously. And my third was Jardin Privé. I love Jardin Privé. Patchwork Halloween. And that is this. I have seen some people make this into a pillow. I've seen some people make it into a hanging. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. I just love it. There's a spooky tree in the middle of it that sold. I love that. So those are my three.
Okay. My first was the Halloween delivery, and then my second was Halloween on the Farm by Cathy, Barek. I love the farm animals, but I also love the colors of this one.
The colors are beautiful.
So.
And what is she using? Is she using DMC? Yeah.
Yeah.
She is. I might do the DMC just to get those
yeah.
colors. That's
because she
pretty.
probably strands it here for the darker shading.
Right. Very cool. Okay. And number three?
Number three is Madame Chantilly, Celebrate Halloween. And with the cake tier and all the different Halloween stuff. And I love Madame Chantilly. She's another one on Etsy, but she sells
hard copies?
Hard copies, so you have to, I mean, I think she ships fairly quickly, and the shipping is not ridiculous. But we have a cart for several. She has some Christmas ones.
They're really cool.
Of like a polar bear driving a pickup truck with a Christmas tree in the back.
How do we not have that?
We were being restrained.
Well, that was stupid.
Yeah. Because Christmas is coming, so I need it.
Yeah.
I'm going to go buy it.
Not the second. But probably very soon.
Yeah. I worked really hard today. I deserve a prize. You know, I did my job today, so I deserve a prize. This is how my life is. I'm like a 5-year-old. I worked today, so I get a prize. What is that?
This is Amanda is doing Jack Frost's Tree Farm by Little House Needleworks. That's her thing that she's putting in for the Toad Hollow Christmas Village. And she had an extra of number 3, so she gave it to me. So I have that to do also. This is family fun. All right. And then
last of our haul is we are part of Color and Cotton's thread of the month. 2 of them. We do the primitive and then the regular colors.
Which do you have?
I have the primitive.
Okay.
So these are the 3 we got this month. And this is Oxford, Seashell, and Maple Syrup. And I love her threads. They're all really, she does nice variegation on them. And I just, you can do yours. And then.
Okay, so that's nice. But then there's this.
Yours is nice and all, but.
Okay. Yours is beautiful, really, but
yeah,
I mean, come on, right. Pink and yellow.
I was going to say, I have 2 of my favorite colors.
So we have Lemongrass is the yellow, Primrose is the pink, and Cameo is the tan. And those 3 together are absolutely stunning. I love these. So we will be adding these to our fancy floss.
So I just wanted to say that Color and Cotton, we are part of their fabric club as well, and I had managed to royally screw up our order. And I thought I had gone in and fixed it, and I hadn't, so I sent her an email, and I just wanted to point out that, sorry, camera ran out. Anyway, she was very, very nice over the email. She fixed everything for me, and she fixed it for October, even though she had already started processing the order. So if you guys if you guys have a chance to get her stuff, she's really very, very nice.
She has a Fabric of the Month club, and then also the flosses.
She has several choices on both of those. So you can do primitive, you can do any color where you're surprised, you can do pastels, and the same with the fabrics.
And you can do the linen, which Helen likes, or the Aida, which I like. Unfortunately, it defaults to 14 count Aida, so that the one that I got last month was 14 count Aida. and Helen went in to try and fix it, to change it to 16 count, and they had sold out of the 16 count, and then she got in touch with us and said, it's okay, I can still fix it, and put us in, and she got us in for the right thing. So it's very cool. So thank you very much to Color and Cotton. We recommend her highly, really, and her floss is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Really,
and her
really
fabrics
gorgeous.
are beautiful too.
Yeah, her fabrics really are pretty. So that's where we are right now. Okay, I think that's it. I think we are done. Trying to think if there was anything else we were supposed to do, and I don't think so. I think we're finished.
Yeah.
All right. So we hope you all have a wonderful week. Hopefully this will go up tomorrow on Thursday, because we're trying to get videos up on Thursdays. Not wood, trying. And again, we will be in Lidditz, Pennsylvania this weekend. We will be in Rhinebeck on Friday afternoon for the Yarn Bazaar, the Rhinebeck Yarn Bazaar, and then we will be wandering around the fairgrounds on Saturday and Sunday. So if you see us, please come say hello. We love meeting you guys. And then the following week we are in Suffolk, North Carolina. No, is it Suffolk? No,
begins with an F.
Right. Anyway, Fletcher. We're in Fletcher, North Carolina. Oh, and was it Pam that told us? Somebody let us know that there was an outbreak of Legionnaire's disease.
No. Thank you.
Thank you very much for letting us know. The organizers have gotten in touch with us and everybody to let us know that they are aware of it and what the fairgrounds is doing to combat it.
Yeah, evidently, I guess during the county fair, there was an outbreak
of Legionnaire's
disease. A fairly
disease.
serious outbreak of Legionnaire's disease, which we knew nothing about, but one of you guys let us know. And then they let us know that the
perpetrator was a hot tub company,
yes,
I'm pretty sure.
And they have cleaned the building, that it was the problem, and they're reopening it on the 17th.
And I don't think we're even in that building.
Yeah, we're outside, so we don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
But they said if there's any problem or any hesitation whatsoever on their part, they have backup plans and they will not use that building.
Right, they have a separate building that they can go to in case they need to. So staff is on, and if anybody has any worries, you should be okay. All right, so that is the weekend after Rhinebeck. Okay.
I think that's it.
I think so.
Have a wonderful week, everybody.
Yes, make something beautiful this week, and we will see you next week.
Yes.
When we will be tearing our hair out, because, you know,
Rhinebeck. Can you believe it's Rhinebeck in a week? Anyway.
October is going by.
Goodbye.